Hello, I hope all of you are doing well and welcome to my video. Today a little bit about USA stamps. So let us get started. US postal cancels come in nearly endless designs. It is a challenging and interesting area to collect. And as you can see, the stamps do not have to be real expensive in order to get some many varieties of cancellations. Above, we have the NDL line steamer lawn, and on the bottom, a St. Thomas Virgin Island cancel on peace. Two small interesting postal history items. Too bad we don't have the whole cover. That would have been really cool. Nonetheless, items to keep. U.S. classics of 1862 and 1866 respectively. In average and better condition, these are also very popular and often are of better value, such as what we have here. The one on the left catalogs $95 and the one on the right $175. And it is very important to check these very closely because some of the US classics may have a grill. In this case, they do not. But grilled stamps are typically of higher and in some cases much higher value. So we have to look very closely. Also, in regards to the grills, some of them are very faint. So yes, we have to really look close. Otherwise, we may miss that wonderful treasure we've been looking for. USA, a common classic stamp of 1887 with a low catalog value of only $2.50. This one, however, with a horrible cancel and a way off center, but with a centerline arrow. That may not be too common. In fact, I have not done US stamps for very long because I was in too many other areas for many years. But this, I have to say, is the first centerline arrow stamp that I have found. So, and I've not seen any others anyplace. U.S. postal markings come in three main categories. Bureau precancels, one of numerous types shown here. Number two, we have service indicator precancels with two different of numerous others shown here. And they also have plate numbers, as you can see, plate number one, in fact, all three of them. And the precancel determines what they are intended to be used for. This one, bulk rate, I don't know, car rate or carrier rate sort, whatever. And another one, bulk rate here. Yeah, precancels is also something I do not really pursue, but I'll just show you a few that I have encountered. And number three, local precancels. These are done locally by individual postal facilities or on order of big customers like big companies or something like that or similar. These were three different of numerous and yes, many, many others that are out there. And a few more pre-cancel examples of so many, many more on definitive stamps in various configurations. Yeah, they come in all shapes and sizes. This one here inverted, this one here double lines, and the spacing of the lines and how the city and state is included and stuff like that. So many ways. Also, actually, a quite interesting area to collect. And I think it's pretty much, I'd say, close to endless opportunities here. There are actually, from what I understand, catalogs out there that will give some values. I have no values. The main U.S. catalog just mentions certain issues with the bureau precancel, how many for each denomination, and different ones were actually issued, but no values given. Very few exceptions where they do give the value actually, but I do not have any such precancels. And here precancels also on commemorative stamps and on postage dues. So there's really no restriction on what type of stamp precancels may be applied. So again, a very large area to collect if you are interested. And here at the top, a coil pair precanceled with the attached leader of the whole coil, which is definitely not very frequently seen. And on the bottom, two pairs of precancels as line pairs, coil line pairs. Also nice to collect, a little maybe specialty in regards to um, precancels. And a 1927 mint-knot hinged precancel block of 6 with peculiar variations. Streaky, blurred stamp color, white spots in some number 8s, the denomination, and in between some inscription letters, also kind of white spots or uninked spots, however you wish to call it. And I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but there's definite color, stamp color streaking. It's actually all over the whole block, causing not very clear image. And it varies. Here in this 8, we have 2 white streaks, and on this one here on the left, we do not. So they all vary a little bit. I'll show you enlargement on the next screen here. Yeah, even the portrait is very blurred, a bit obstructed by the precancel, but still notably blurred. Yeah, and streaks all over, everywhere, and white spots in between these letters. And at a glance, it's actually not easy to identify the letters. Just the way the stamp looks. And white spots again, as I showed in the previous So the only thing I can assume is that perhaps the inking was wet and it got streaked by moving the sheets around, or perhaps the printing plates were dirty, and that can cause all kinds of different looking stamps if they are not cleaned properly. So that is my analysis of this. So if any of you have some better ideas, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you. And here we have US meter stamps, mint not hinged, totally beautiful on the back sides, of 1 penny each, and also unusual, with identical date, May 23, 1936, and the place, Washington, D.C. Both identical information, but in different formats. Was this for test purposes, or perhaps a request from a collector? This hobby truly fascinates continuously. At least that is my feeling about it. And perhaps that's why, instead of being more in retirement, I still enjoy the stamps. So, yeah, fantastic hobby. And here, just a curiosity item, a US $5 block of 9 for a $45 postage due on piece. Despite the high face value, the catalog value is only minimal, but still an interesting item in such a format. Clean, sound, and definitely collectible. And this 1985 Perf 10 coil stamp, plate 8, with block tagging, 19.5 millimeter by 23 millimeter. The catalog value only shows a dash. Is it scarce? Or probably at least a keeper? Or maybe the value has not been established. Perhaps they haven't been sold with that plate number, or maybe not enough to average out a catalog value. Any of these may be possible. And here, 1898 revenue with the right stamp showing a non-listed flaw, a large break in the R of the IR. Yeah, I thought that'd be interesting to keep as well. The stamp has got kind of a rounded corner, but as an example of such a flaw, may be okay. In U.S. Philippines of 1917 in Perf 11 and no watermark. With this criteria, these stamps in mint hinge condition, catalog, $65 each. Well, how about that? I would have never guessed. Coincidentally, I thought, oh, I better check them. And sure enough, very nice catalog value. So some stamps just don't look like they may be worth much, but a closer look reveals differently, in this case anyways. And USA, 1959, Perv 10.5, mint not hinged Christmas seals. Also have some value. A C-tenant pair catalogs at $3.50. Not bad for just a seal. This 1936 Christmas seal is not listed as an imperf only in 12 and a half, not listed as an imperf, only in 12.5 and 12 by 12.5. Both of those are listed, two different. Some Christmas seals have surprising values. In this case, I have no value, unfortunately. As an imperf, these seals are only listed as a miniature sheet in a different configuration, also in 12.5 by 12 and 12.5 perforations. Consequently, this item is also not listed as an imperf. So, what to do? Well, maybe hang on to it for a while and see if any information will surface one of these days. Well, that's about it, and I thank you so very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed at least a little bit of it. Yes, all kinds of curiosity stuff is out there to be found, and I just enjoy with amazement what really does surface occasionally. And again and again, I can only emphasize that all this makes this such a wonderful hobby. It's just endless opportunity. And also opportunity for treasures, maybe some bigger ones sometime. Okay, well, wishing all of you the best of luck. Hope that you will find that big treasure someday, if you haven't already, or maybe find another one. Good luck anyways. My channel, Stamp Space, My Fun Things. Thanks again. Stay healthy.